Misty Copeland has risen to the top of her field as a principal dancer for the American Ballet Theatre. This morning, we have a special look at the company's newly redesigned space for relaxation. On long days of practice, the refurbished lounge is a place where dancers can take a few minutes to unwind. Misty Copeland, Marcelo Gomez, and Devon Toucher showed Alex Wagner how this upgrade will have a big impact. Alex, good morning.
Good morning, Norah. The American Ballet Theatre is one of the most prestigious ballet companies in the world. Over its 77-year history, ABT dancers have performed in more than 139 cities in 50 countries. It is also the only major cultural institution to tour the U.S. each year. But the company's home base, while beloved, is not exactly state-of-the-art. These are the hallowed halls of the American Ballet Theatre, where dancers have been perfecting the art that makes their grace on stage look so effortless.
I think that the glamour of the building is that it's a very old building, and there's such tradition in here.
Marcelo Gomez is one of the company's principal dancers.
There's such history with all these dancers that came before us. So coming into the space, you kind of don't mind that things are sort of falling apart, that the pipes are making noises. While you're trying to play the piano, you know that this place is sacred and it's blessed, and you don't take it for granted.
A day as a dancer is very long.
Soloist Devon Toucher is preparing for a lead role in Swan Lake.
A lot of times dancers come in previous to 10 a.m. to warm up and get ready for the day, and then we have an hour-and-a-half class, which is just a basic technique class, and then rehearsals range from 12 to 7. It's generally quite grueling.
When do you eat?
Literally running from studio to studio.
On our 5 minute breaks.
We have 5-minute breaks every hour. A lot of times you'll just bring food along for the day and eat as you're running along to the next studio.
Principal ballerina Misty Copeland compares their training to that of top athletes. A lot of people associate ballet with sort of the beautiful costumes and the music, but behind the scenes, it is an inordinate amount of blood, sweat, and tears. It is a really intense practice.
Absolutely. I mean, we're working like professional athletes are, and most of those athletes have state-of-the-art buildings, and the environment they're in is very, high-end, and you don't get the same funding and things like that as professional athletes and teams. So it's difficult.
Until recently, the dancers were spending what little downtime they had in a dark and dated lounge with beat-up couches, folding tables, and a couple of vending machines.
And it's shabby.
Yeah,
it's putting it kindly. They had stained futons that you wouldn't even let your, college freshmen sit on.
Yeah. Amy Astley is the editor-in-chief of Architectural Digest and a dance enthusiast. She got wind of the tired space and led an effort to transform it into a place where dancers can recharge comfortably.
Obviously, the company puts their money into other things, and we can all understand that with an arts organization. But really, that lounge did not befit a world-class arts organization. And I just thought it's a great opportunity for AD to do what we do best, which is to beautify it.
An anonymous donor covered construction costs. Everything else, including the designer's time and all of the furniture, was donated.
It was really done with, a lot of sweat and love.
Like ballet.
Like ballet.
Sweat and love.
Like ballet, sweat and love, no real money in it. And now I feel like ABT has a space befitting the beauty that they create.
We were there when the dancers got their first look at the renovated room. In addition to the space being more physically comfortable, Misty, it's got to be psychologically sort of rejuvenating to come into a room like this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's extremely important for us to have that time mentally and emotionally to kind of come down and then build back up before we go in the studio again.
The timing couldn't be better. ABT is rehearsing for its high season, an 8-week run at the Metropolitan Opera House here in New York.
We're doing a new ballet every week, so you're rehearsing during the day for the ballet that's coming up the following week, and you're performing something different at night. So it can get a little bit stressful and a little bit difficult, but it's really rewarding.
It's like our marathon, because we go from classical to contemporary in 1 week. So it's interesting for us, but difficult.
But you love it.
We love it.
Yeah.
It would be really difficult to do this job, and for as long as we have, if we didn't love it.
What they do on stage, Alex, is so beautiful. You just assume they're surrounded by beauty.
Well, they're
great.
elite athletes, and their training facilities really just weren't up to par. Now they have a space where they can look at game tape and their performances. It's great.
And what's there not to like about Copeland?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Absolutely
Work of
nothing.
art.